What's good, folks? So today we're gonna be covering some anime that's real interesting. It's different from a lot of these other animes. We're gonna be talking about Cyberpunk and we're gonna be talking about Persona 5. Now, the reason it's different, you could probably put together. Both these animes, they came off of video games. We're gonna be going over what happened with both of these animes and what happened with both of these games and why one did way better than the other. So first, I want to talk about Persona 5 and everything that it did good. Listen, when you first play it, it reels you in with that music. But listen, the music on Persona 5 is so enjoyable that I could literally watch paint dry and enjoy my time while listening to it. So it kind of baffles me how the animation made me hate it so much. But we're gonna touch up on that later. But listen, it's not just the music that's good, it's the style, the art style on Persona 5. All the details that really went into it, it makes it feel real personal. It's really a story about someone who takes the position that they're in and start abusing their powers. Like, I'm talking about there's teachers, mob boss, CEOs, and I want to dive into what really made this game stand out. I'm talking about Kamoshida. Now, Kamoshida, he seems like a regular teacher. You know, he's a bit tough on the volleyball team. At first, it looked like he just one of them teachers that's a little strict. But if you look deeper into it, this man, he is disgusting. He is terrible. This man right here. FBI, open up! He need to be locked up immediately. Like, I got no. Oh my god. I can't lie with Kamoshida. Just stomp that man out. But listen, I think the thing that makes Kamoshida so different from a lot of other villains is because the stake, it is high, but not in the regards of, oh, the world gonna go down. And listen, I think the fact that this situation isn't blown out of proportion and is very realistic, it helps with building up the characters and building up this villain that everybody grew to hate. This guy, he's terrible. This school is very corrupt because the things that he doing, manipulating people, beating on students, and other disgusting activities. Like, I'm really getting mad just thinking about this dude, bro. But that's exactly what reeled me into Persona 5 though. Now you might be asking yourself, if this story's so good and the villain's so good and the art style is beautiful, how can you make a bad anime out of it? Well, they figured out how. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Oh my gosh, when I tell you it was rushed, I felt like it lost everything that made Persona 5 good. The anime, it's like they sucked all the life out of Persona 5. I would have enjoyed a copy and paste better than the actual anime. Because listen, when you go through a palace, usually, you know, in the game you fighting the whole time, and it's a turn-based game, and usually I don't like turn-based games, but this one, it made an exception. Now, if you ask me, how would you animate that? Well, you could look at a bunch of different animes. They fight all different types of monsters, and it actually looks decent. With here, they literally just basically show you a PowerPoint screenshot, like, fighting, colors. All right, they done with the entire palace in one episode. Like, that really got me to like, okay, I don't even want to watch it no more. But I continued watching. I was like, you know what? Maybe they just got the fight scenes wrong. Let me see if they can make me care about these characters. They did absolutely dog shit that, like, I didn't care about these characters in the slightest. In Persona 5, the game, I was locked in and cared about every single one of them. The animation, it figured out how to make me not care. And listen, I will say this, I can't stand Morgana. My favorite scene is when someone start mud stomping them. Not gonna lie, if I could, I would have joined in with them. And the thing that's making this even worse for me, I'm just now learning that Morgana and Toradora got the same voice actor. Oh my god, that made Toradora a little bit worse for me. But when I listen to Toradora, all I hear is Morgana, and I can't stand Morgana. We not on that right now. So I was like, maybe it could make me dislike Morgana, because I can't stand Morgana in the game. It couldn't even do that right. Like, I've never seen an anime give so little effort into... I think it might be the worst anime ever. Because there are characters in here I actually like. I can't lie. In the game, the very first thing with An, it almost had me thinking she was the best girl. But I will say I was wrong. Makoto the best girl, if y'all want to know. And listen, watching Persona 5 animation, it's like somebody was forced to make this anime. Like, they did not care about it. They didn't care about the art style. They didn't have no love, no passion for it. They just said, here, take it, eat it up, have fun with it. Like, oh my god, when I tell you, luckily I didn't see the anime before I played the game. I played the game, I was like, oh my gosh, this might be one of the best games of all time. Then I said, oh, there's an anime? Oh, hold up, let me watch it. The most disappointed I ever been in my life. You don't understand. For them to demolish these characters like this and make one of the worst animes ever, okay, I'm starting to get mad just thinking about it. Like, watching this anime and seeing how low effort it is, it's almost insulting to watch. Like, okay, I'm getting too heated. Listen, I'm passionate about Persona 5. So let me get into something that beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. We talking about Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Now, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, oh my god, this is how you take a game and make it into an anime. You don't have to take the same thing, copy and paste and slap it and have no love with it. Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I love how it took inspiration from it and didn't just do the same thing as Persona 5, because it has a very interesting story. Listen, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, it didn't just take the story for what it is and throw it. It actually made a character that we actually care about. Listen, David, this man, he ain't like this chosen person or anything like that. He really just trying to survive, and he slowly becomes everything that he hates. And it's really a tragic and brutal story at the same time. In a way, it's also really captivating, and it has more characters that you also learn to care about. Listen, Lucy, she mysterious, quiet, a bit broken, but she is strong, and that's not the only character you grow to care about. Listen, there's Rebecca, hey, there's a lot of folks that you get to care about on here, because even the side characters have their own art. And don't get me wrong, the music on Cyberpunk is also nice, and it really fits the story in a beautiful way. Now I think the reason that Cyberpunk Edgerunners really worked out is because somebody sat down there. They like, what can I do to make this story? I care about this story. I actually give a damn. Unlike Persona 5 anime, where someone just slaps some bullshit out there. Now listen, I've been thinking about this for a few days, and I decided, let's dig deeper. I'm talking about, we get into the real mechanics of the game now. Now, Persona 5, as we know, it got a lot of high-end cinematic cutscenes in the game, and they were produced by Production IG alongside Domerica. Now, as we know, in the game, these cutscenes, they're beautiful, absolutely peak cutscenes. But now let's talk about the actual Persona 5 anime. It's produced by an entirely different crew. We talking about Cloverwork. Now listen, I looked into Cloverwork a bit to see what they really hitting upon, and I gotta say, they got some bangers. They got some absolute bangers. I'm talking about, they got Rascal Is Not Grim Bunny Girl Senpai, Spy Family, The Promise of the Netherlands. Like, they got some good, they got some heat. So I'm kind of surprised that they came out with such poo. But I will say, they were founded in 2018, so this was probably one of this gotta be their earliest project ever, so I am giving them a little bit of leeway. I'll take back what I said about Persona 5 animation being the worst, because I just remembered World Ends Horror, absolutely terrible. I would talk, oh, dog. But let's get back on this. Basically what this means is the story, it was adapted by two different teams and completely different people. Now listen, this made me ask myself, would it still be possible for them to reuse the cutscenes that they used in the game? It kinda is, but they would have to go through so many hurdles with licensing, studio names, they have contracts. And listen, I wanted to look in to see what was the budget for all this stuff. Maybe that would clear it up. And they don't release none of this stuff. Listen, Cyberpunk don't release it, nor I don't think anybody releases it. I will say, it would probably estimate around 100k to 80k for making TV animated episodes. So after learning a bit of this, I will say it is kind of unfair to compare from the game and the actual anime. But let's flip the coin right now. Let's talk about Cyberpunk. And right now, we're going to talk about the game. Listen, Cyberpunk 2077, we all know it's produced by CD Red, and it was a massive project. Honestly, this game was in the works for almost forever. And listen, they had to work with a whole free roam gameplay and a whole bunch of other stuff in the game to help build off of this anime. Now, when it comes to the anime, it was produced by Studio Trigger, and it was in collaboration with CD Projekt Red. Because of this collaboration, they were able to access all the lore, the environment, world building. They didn't have any restrictions because of the collaboration. And I feel like that's actually a big part of why it was so good. Now, after hearing all this, you might be like, alright, so you finally retracted your statements about Persona 5. Hell no, that anime still dog shit. What I will say that they could have done, instead of giving us 26 mid episodes. I'd rather have a beautiful unfinished story than a piece of crap that got it somewhat of a conclusion, and a very bad conclusion, might I add. But honestly, I would have liked it way better if they weren't forced to make 26 episodes. Let's do it down to 13 and take time to really put thought and care into each episode. I think that would have made it way better. Like, just look at Cyberpunk. Now, I will say this, I do think someone's over there, you gotta get this done today. I know, money. Listen, Atlas, they care about their money now. I'll say that, they care about their money. Both Persona 5 and Cyberpunk started off as incredible games. I'm talking about top tier games, top tier. Both got their own style, emotion, and listen, the animes from it really shows what happens when someone is passionate about something and someone just don't give a damn and just want to put something out there. Listen, I will say, I won't take nothing away from the game. Both of these games are amazing. It's just the anime, when you could see it wasn't enough care for it, and the other one, it really cared for it and made something spectacular. Listen, honestly, there's so much more that I could say. Both of these games, there's so much world building, there's so much stuff that you can cover. Cause listen, hey, you gotta remember, Persona 5 alone, the playtime is crazy, like it's 100+ hours. But listen, now this kind of got me thinking about what anime could turn into games and actually be successful. I might make a video on that in the future, but drop in the comments, what anime do you think would make one of the best games? Like, I'm talking about on the Cyberpunk level, on the Persona 5 level. I ain't gonna lie, I can already see the comment now, Chainsaw Man. Hey, that's a valid take anyway, that is a valid take. And that movie just came out, that might be, hey, that's gonna be on the list. I'm gonna go on and let y'all know that right now. Little spoiler. And we might Uno reverse it and talk about what games will make good animes. Now that I think about it, I just remembered GTA got pushed back. Persona 6, they ain't never coming out because they keep remastering. Oh my god. But if you like this video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want it. And you can, hey, definitely check out this video. We talking about how it be to live in Cyberpunk, Konosuba, and other places like that. But with that being said, it's all still on Vines. Hit the subscribe and leave a like. Whoa. Hey, my voice is a little raspy right now, so I hope they ain't hurt your ears. Also, thank you for watching.